So why don't we take a shot of our product over here so that I can get over to our next product that we are presenting. Hi, Rochelle Lucas is joining us. I'm gonna walk right past you so I can show everybody what we have coming up, which is right here. This is our Ninja Storm, 450 watt. I don't wanna call it a blender because it's so much more. You start with blending, you go to food processing, you wanna mix drinks, it is all here. It is an incredibly powerful device that is so versatile, and $34.99, 5 flex payments on this as well. You can do it in the black, you can do it in the red. Even after you get do everything in this great big huge container, you can then store it if you have a little bit of leftovers. Simple and easy to use. We're even gonna give you some great recipes as well. Like I said, 5 flex payments on this. It has been one of our top sellers, and you can cook up a storm and do so many different things, but you can create a little bit of an ice storm if you want.
Absolutely, and it's summertime, which is the perfect time for blending and doing ice storms or your frozen drink. So this is the Ninja Storm. If you're not familiar with the Ninja Storm, this is the Ninja company, or our company, is this is the very first thing that Ninja came out with, and it is so popular. We've brought it back every year since, and this is why. With just the touch of one button, you can turn ice into snow. So this is just one speed. I'm just using 2 fingers, and you can hear how all of that crush, or how that ice is crushing in there. You can hear it get smaller and smaller and smaller. Now I'm just gonna hold it down. I don't hear the ice anymore, so let me show you what it did to that ice. So I'm just gonna lift the lid here. Look at that. Look at how it turned that ice into snow. So for summertime.
You know what it looks like? It looks like confectionery sugar.
It does.
Doesn't it?
It does.
Except it's way colder.
So that is for, perfect for your margaritas, for your summertime drinks. How about I make you a little drink right now?
I think that is a lovely Sunday afternoon idea.
I'm gonna put some ice in there, and then I have my margarita mix in here, as well as some fresh fruit. So I also have some watermelon.
Wow.
It is 5 cups, it's 40 ounces, perfect for a party, but of course it's so easy to use. If you wanted to mix up more, you could do other flavors as well. So you can see again how easy it is to use. I'm just using 2 fingers here at the top. It's 1 button, 1 speed. All of the control is at the palm of your hand. And so what I like about this, Alice, is, some blenders you have to like twist to open up, or it's, it's a little bit tricky. This is so easy. So you can see everything in there is blended pretty smooth. Let me pour this out. It does have a pour spout on the lid too, which makes it really convenient for pouring your drinks, for pouring your smoothies. But look at the texture in here. It is just like what you would get at your favorite bar, at your favorite restaurant. Perfect texture. It is chopped and crushed and blended that ice so perfectly. And that took me, what, maybe a minute?
And you know what? We sell drink makers that are hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I mean, and you know what they're known for? Making drinks. You just made a drink for under $35. But again, this is just the beginning of what you're able to do with this. Those drink makers make drinks. That's what they do. This does so much more. The affordability of this, the ease of use. Some of these blender / food processors can be very complicated. I don't need complicated in my life. I got enough of that already. I want simple, easy, but I want it to be perfectly blended, perfectly crushed ice, and you can do all of those things with this.
All of those things. You can use it as your food processor too. So you can chop carrots, you can chop onions, you can make your salsa. It will blend your smoothies in the morning. It will do a little bit of frozen yogurt if you wanted to do that too. So it does so much more than just blending. So this will be your favorite blender and your favorite food processor. You're gonna use it all the time. I love to use it to make chicken salad for lunch, which I'm gonna show you how to do. But it's perfect for also for grating cheese. Also, if you wanna do your own burger mixes, we're gonna do a jalapeno cheddar burger that I can't wait to show you. So there's so much that it can do, and it's so easy to use. I think that's why it's everybody's favorite, is because it's just the touch of 1 button. That's how easy it is. But let me show you the blades inside. So I pulled the blades out for after making the margarita mix here, because I wanted to show you, this is that stacked blade system that Ninja is known for. So you can see kind of how they're stacked right there, and there's 4 of them. And the way they're designed, it brings everything to the bottom, so that way everything gets chopped evenly. So you're gonna get a perfect chop on your ice. This is how we're able to turn that ice into snow. And so what that means for you is,
I mean, look at that. It's
perfect margarita
Amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's powder.
It is powder. It is just so fine. And so what that means for you too is instead of also just making your smoothies and your, your margaritas and mixed drinks, you can also use it to chop. So I want to show you this before I dig in here. These are carrots. These are whole carrots you can see in the bottom here. And I want to show you beforehand because I want you to know that I'm not playing any tricks here. This is going to chop all these carrots. It is 5 cups. It is 40 ounces. And so it's perfect for when you maybe you have arthritis or maybe you don't, want to use a knife. Look at how easy it'll chop up these carrots. Just with the touch of a button. And so you can see all the power is at the top button here. It's just one button, one speed, and all of the power is in the palm of your hand. Now that I hear all those carrots are chopped, let me show you how finely chopped all these carrots are. So for your onions, for your celery, for anything that you want to do for your soups, for your stews, for making carrot cake. For me, Alice, personally, this is my favorite way to chop onions because usually onions make me cry.
Oh, me too. And they make my hands smell,
yes.
For hours. Look at how perfectly, this isn't chopped, this is minced.
This is minced.
This is absolutely minced. I'm actually gonna just show it to you in my hands so you can really understand just the perfection of that. Look at that. I mean, that is completely uniformly minced. Do you know how hard it is to mince
I
carrots?
could not do that
It
with
would be
a knife.
at least a good 20 minutes to do it, and then you never use that many carrots. You need more, right? If you're going to do a soup or whatever it might be. This thing works. It works beautifully. We have it in the cinnamon color, and we have it in the black color. It works so beautifully. You cannot believe at that sale price, at under $35, what you can do with this. But once you get it home, you'll understand why people absolutely go crazy for this one.
Absolutely. It comes with a lid too. So let's say you were doing some extra carrots or you're doing some food prep. It does come with a lid. So we at Ninja even thought of that to give that to you so you can pop it into the refrigerator once you've done your food prep. Maybe you've got some left over. You can just put this whole thing in the refrigerator and then you've got less dishes to do. So let me show you something else that's really fun to make. It also comes with a recipe book that has 100 recipes. So everything I'm making here today is included with your Ninja Storm once you get it at home. So you can open up that recipe book and make this salsa. So again, I want you to see what's in here before I chop it up. We've got whole tomatoes, we've got a little jalapeno, we've got some cilantro, a little lime juice, and some onion. Look at how easy it is to make fresh homemade salsa. And all I'm doing is just using 2 fingers. And so it's one speed, one button. I'm just using, my 2 fingers here at the top, and I get to control the speed and the consistency. So if I wanted to just be nice and, chunky like it is now, I could leave it, or I could just hold it down and make it a little bit more smooth if I want to make it more smooth. Now, what I love about this, Alice, too, is whenever you read the back of ingredients, like, when you're picking up salsa or something at the grocery store, there's a lot of things in there you can't pronounce. And so I like
Well, there's one thing I can pronounce,
sugar,
which is sodium. And there's a lot of sodium in all of these things.
All of those things. So now you can have it fresh. You know there's going to be no sugar if you don't want added sugar. You know there's not going to be extra salt if you don't want added salt. It's going to taste different. It's going to taste more fresh. You get to control all the ingredients. I love that taste of lime that's included when you put a little squeeze of lime in there. It's so good. But let me show you how easy it is to clean too. So here I've just got some soapy water. It is dishwasher safe, so you can put the blade and the lids and the container all in the dishwasher. But this is how I like to clean it. I just let the Storm do the cleaning for me.
Really?
So I put some soapy water in there and I let it run, and it just kind of cleans it, and then you rinse it out and you use it again. So that is really the easiest way to clean it, is just to let the motor do the cleaning for you. It's 750 watts of power. You put some soapy water in there, hold the button down for a couple seconds, rinse out the container, and you're good to go.
And you are good to go with so many different things that you're going to be able to use this for. When you look at being able to chop things like your carrots, your mise en place right here, okay? Your carrots, onion, your celery. When you look at that and look at how it chops it so perfectly. This is what it didn't do. It didn't mush it.
Yeah.
Okay? A lot of the others make it mushy. It's all like just liquidy. I don't want it to be pureed. I want it to be chopped. That is chopped. If I want it to be pureed, then I can do it with my salsa right next to it, because then you can see if you want it to be chunky, you control it with that pulse. But if you want it to be just completely nice and beautifully smooth, then you can do that as well. Any way you want to do it, this thing works beautifully, but it is the versatility that you get with this that is so incredible. It's also the capacity. I love having that 5-cup capacity.
Absolutely.
So if I wanna just do everything at one time, I can, but if I wanna just mince a few cloves of garlic, it'll do that as well.
Absolutely. And there's even a grip on the bottom here, so it doesn't skate around your countertop. It's really solid once you have it on the counter. It doesn't move, it doesn't, you know, bump around. It makes it chopping really easy. So we did carrots, we did some salsa. Let's do something a little thicker here. I'm gonna show you, we're actually gonna do some jalapeno burgers. So we've got some actual like sirloin strips in there, some whole pieces of cheddar, and then where's my jalapeno? There's my jalapeno. So you can even do your own burger mixes, and it's chopping and mixing at the same time. So you know that meat is gonna be fresh. It's not gonna be, sometimes you go to the store and you get burgers and they're brown and they don't look so appetizing. Now you can make your own burgers. You can do your own, you know, blended sausages if you wanna do that as well. I did turkey meatballs in this and then air fried them in my air fryer the other day. So I love that it's able to do all of this and more. Let me open this up and show you too. I've got that one jalapeno that's stuck to the top, but look at how beautifully it kind of just chopped and blended all those things together. And so I love that I'm able to do all that chopping in my Ninja, because that saves me from having to bring out like the, you know, the cutting board and the knives, and
Well,
I'm able
plus,
to do
you
things
know,
more fresh.
chopping jalapenos, then you can get it on your hands, and then you can get
Yes,
it on
which
your
burns.
face. I always touch something, and then it's like, oh my God,
Oh
it's
yeah,
burning.
yeah, I've made that mistake before. Once you touch jalapeno seeds with your hands, you'll never do it again.
Good point.
But here's another one I want to show you too, and then we're going to get back into some of the drinks and things, because what it really does best is those, you know, wonderful margaritas, you know, that you're going to love for summertime. But truly, where I use it every day is in the chopping and the mixing. And so this is that chicken salad I was telling you about. This recipe is included in the book. So I will just take some leftover chicken, add my mayonnaise or Greek yogurt. You could add too. I've got a little celery in there, some nuts, and then also some cranberries. Where's my chicken? There's my chicken. You can kind of see it on that side, and onion too. So look at how it just chops and blends at the same time. And so that's that stacked blade system that is bringing everything to the middle, that is making sure that everything is chopped evenly. But again, this is just one button. So there's no, you know, multiple speeds. There's nothing crazy to learn. There's nothing to twist to open it up. This is just one button at the top that I am just pushing with one finger. That is how easy it is to use.
There is no like, should I pulse it, liquefy it, puree it? I mean, some of these blenders and things have so many different choices. Well, I don't know what the difference is.
Exactly.
You know? So then you just end up kind of, oops, I didn't mean to puree it. I didn't mean to liquefy it. And this is going to give you the ability to just do it in these little short bursts so you control it. And that's what's so nice about it.
It makes it a lot easier. So this is a great thing I love to do when I've got some leftover chicken. Like let's say I'll grill some chicken the night before on the Ninja Grill, and then I'll have some leftovers in the refrigerator. This is a perfect, easy, you know, deli style lunch. But again, you're controlling the ingredients. So, you know, if you don't like mayonnaise, you don't have to put mayonnaise in there. You know, if you're trying to go low sodium or low sugar, you can do low sodium or low sugar. But look at that wonderful deli style sandwich that we made.
You might have to try your chicken salad.
Really easy. Yes,
so you included this this recipe, right?
This is included in, here's the recipe book. I'll show you here too. And then I can show you all these recipes we've made. So the salsa, the chicken salad, you get over 100 recipes in here. This is like, you know, you're almost like buying a recipe book and then getting the Ninja Storm for free, because this has got so many delicious recipes, you know, from margaritas to, you know, salads to dips to hummus, all kinds of different recipes in here.
I actually love the way that the chicken is chopped in it.
Yeah.
So you really get, again, the uniformity of what this does is something you just can't do by hand. You never get uniform chopping.
Exactly.
This is simple, this is easy, this is smart. You're gonna be able to puree beautiful soups. And look at this. I mean, you can even do it, use it for icing.
Cupcake mix.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely, for your marinara sauces. So again, once you have all of that control in the palm of your hand, you get to control the ingredients. So you know you're going to go do low sodium, you're going to do low sugar. It tastes better when it's more fresh. So for doing your burger mix, you know, for your you know, 4th of July grilling, there's so much that you can do with it and more. So I love it. I use it every day. I've been using it probably for the last decade. So there's really so much that you can do with your Ninja Storm. I personally use it every morning for my smoothies. I like to do my collagen powder in there, and then I'll make another one for my husband because he doesn't want the collagen powder.
And you know, some of the other ways that you make smoothies and everything else, they can be at least twice this price.
Exactly.
By the way, if you want it, I'm just gonna step over here for a minute because I'm gonna show you the cinnamon. Again, if you want that cinnamon that you're seeing right there, I have the final 1,200 left if you want it in the cinnamon. And then we also have it available in your black as well. So either choice available at the moment, but that cinnamon is already getting very limited. We're including that storage top for you. We're giving you some great recipes. Most importantly, 5-cup capacity, and this thing is so powerful. It's called the Ninja Storm for a reason. And let me tell you, it's gonna be storm season in your house all the time, because you will break this thing out and be able to do everything from drinks to dips to salads to your favorite smoothie.
And look at how beautifully it blended the smoothie. So we've got our blueberries in there, our banana, a little bit of milk as well, but you get to control the ingredients. And I think that's what I love the most about it is I know what I'm eating. I know I'm not having that added sugar. Everybody's trying to do low sugar now. And so it really makes it easy to do that. And so look at the consistency in here. We added a little less milk and a little bit more frozen. So this is almost like a wonderful frozen treat even, something that you can eat with a spoon.
You know, you really could just scoop that out, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. So it is 750 watts of power. So this will power through, you know, your frozen strawberries, your frozen blueberries, your bananas, you know, like your meats like I just did, your carrots, your onions. It does come with that extra lid.
I'm actually going to eat it with a spoon.
Go for it, go for it. Look how
look
thick
at that
it is.
consistency.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Almost is like an ice cream. I mean, just beautifully done. But do you see any big chunks in there or anything? I mean, that's what's so nice. You control it completely. Whether you want it to be this smooth, whether you prefer it chunky, you can do it anyway. Make your own sorbets, all of it.
Absolutely. It's perfect for your frozen treats for summertime. Isn't that delicious? Yeah, so I love doing it.
You didn't add any sugar, right?
No, no sugar. The only sweetness in there is from the fruit.
Oh, the blueberries, delicious.
Isn't it delicious? I love it. I love blueberry smoothies. They're one of my favorites. And so I love that you can do so much with it. You can do your frozen margaritas. So we've got 2 more to do here, but since we've got some time, I just want to show you all the things we've done so far, and then I'm going to make a wonderful pesto for you. So we did a watermelon margarita. You can even, the ice is starting to melt, but we can bring some more ice. I've got some ice in the freezer, and we can do that again for you. We did a watermelon margarita. We did, we chopped our carrots. So if you're someone that has arthritis or who doesn't like to, you know, to use a knife to chop things, this is perfect for chopping your onions, your celery, your carrots, anything that you want chopped. The Ninja Storm can chop that for you. We also did some salsa, and then I added some dish soap in here to show you how easy it is to clean once it's all done. So you can just add a little, you know, dish soap in there and let the Ninja basically clean itself. It is dishwasher safe though, everything except for the motor, so you can pop it in the dishwasher too. We also did some cheddar jalapeno burgers, so you can see how that's mixed in there. You can see how we chopped and blended all of the jalapenos and the cheese in there as well. So you can do your own blends. You don't have to worry about those burgers that have been sitting out for too long at the grocery store and they've oxidized. Now you can make them fresh. We also did a wonderful chicken salad, and we did the blueberry smoothie. And so now I'm gonna do a little pesto. So we've got a little roasted red pepper in here, some Parmesan cheese, and some nuts. And I wanna show that to you before I blend it, just so you can see how well this will chop. So let's zoom in on there so you can see what my ingredients. So you see I've got my roasted red pepper, got a little olive oil, some cheese. Look at how easy this is to make your own little roasted red pepper sauce or pesto. So we're gonna put this on noodles. So you could do your marinaras, you could do your hummus, which is perfect. How perfect is that? And so everything's all blended together. You know that there's no added sodium, there's no added sugar. Oh gosh, this smells so good.
It does smell great, doesn't it?
I'm just gonna pour this on some noodles. So I always believe when you have the right tools, it makes eating healthy easier, because you know it's easy for you to use. You're inspired to use it once you get something new at home, and then it's something that you're just gonna love having all the time.
And we give you the extra storage lid, so obviously she has a little bit left over, just pop it there.
Absolutely.
Put it right into the refrigerator so you can store it as well. But you know, when you can do things like this so simply, so easily, and so much healthier. You know, some of us don't want sugar. I don't want sodium. I have a very sodium sensitive. And if you read the cans out there, the bottles, the jars out there, everything is loaded with sodium. So why not do it yourself? You know, if it were difficult, if it were time consuming, it'd be one thing. This is simple, this is easy, it's easy to clean. It is basically your food processor, it is a blender, it is a drink maker, it is an ice complete, I don't even want to call it a crusher. It is a snowball maker, okay? It makes snow, it is incredible. But all the things you can do, and your price on this, we're doing all 5 flex payment on everything today. What do you get at this home for, like $7? $7? dollars on your credit card. It is a crazy good buy. And I think when you see how simple it is, you just pop that right on there.
All I'm using is 2 fingers, and so you saw the ice in there. I just got the ice in the freezer. So it's just freezer ice that you would normally have at home. You can kind of hear as I'm holding it down, you hear the ice get smaller and smaller. So it is turning that ice into snow. And once I don't hear the ice like popping around in there anymore, I know that it's done. So let me show you what it turned this ice into. Look at how wonderfully powdery, fine that ice is. And so I love that I can do this so easily, you know, just at the touch of a button. So it's really easy to use. You know, I want to really reiterate how easy this is, how it's just one button. You know, some blenders, you know, you have to like open it and then you have to twist it and it gets hard to open and twist. You don't have to do that with your Ninja Storm. You just put the ice in.
I just love, I don't have to make a decision.
Oh, yeah.
All I have to decide is what I'm going to put into it, because I don't have to make a decision. Should I do this pulse? Should I do this fast? Should I do it slow?
Easy.
Should I liquefy? Should I purify? They've got so many buttons, and I don't need all those buttons. What I need is one button that works.
Exactly. So I'm just doing a little strawberry margarita. So we had whole strawberries in there. You know, the strawberry margarita mix. We had our whole pieces of ice. Look at how beautifully that blended that. I wish you guys at home could smell. It smells so much like strawberries right now, that fresh strawberry. So anytime you're doing anything fresh, it is really going to taste different, and you're gonna be able to taste the difference. But look at the consistency in this. I took the lid off because I wanted to show you. Look at how wonderfully fine that is. I'm gonna pour this into the glass here so we can see. I just love it. It's so perfect for summertime. And it's a great gift too. You know, if you know anybody that's got a birthday over the summertime, or maybe a wedding that you're going to, or a recent graduate, this is perfect for them, because look at the consistency.
And do you know how much one of these would cost at the local bar?
Oh my goodness, they're going to be like $18 now with
my
chip.
God. It would cost like 2 to 3 flex payments. I can guarantee it. 2 to 3 flex payments. Why not do it yourself? Why not have fun with it yourself? We have it in the cinnamon. Cinnamon is most limited at this point. We are fewer than 1,000 now left in the cinnamon. We also have a little bit more than that in the black. Just store in it, 5-cup capacity, the power that you want. The price is right today, especially with those 5 flex payments.
And it does come with the recipe book. There's 100 recipes in here, so there's so many different things that you can do. Once you get it home, you're gonna be really inspired to try some different breakfast recipes, brunch recipes, the quiches, the burgers, margaritas, you know, making your own chicken salad, you know, all of the summertime drinks, whether you wanna do, you know, something boozy or whether you wanna make something just refreshing, you can do that too. I like to sometimes do like some cucumber and water, make a nice refreshing cucumber water drink, or just do some lime. But even chopping, so when you're doing your cooking and you need chopped carrots or chopped onions, it really you know, takes that you know, effort that you'd normally have to do with a knife and the cutting board, and now it makes it really, really easy. And so I love my Ninja Storm. I use it all the time. You know, it's one of the things that Ninja, you know, it's the first thing that Ninja came out with, and it's so popular. We've just come out with it every year, just because everybody loves it so much. But I think once you get it home, you're gonna love it. But let me show you one more thing. We do all the different things we've done. I'll show you how it can also chop some, we've got some graham crackers here. So whether you're doing like a no-bake cheesecake, or, you know, even in the fall, once we get into the fall.
Key lime pie.
Key lime pie, absolutely. So no more getting out that plastic bag and your rolling pin. Now you can just let the
beating it to death.
Yeah, but even if you wanted to add some nuts in here too, you know, if you wanted to add some like walnuts or pecans to really give it that nice nutty flavor, this really makes it easy to get all that chopping done for you. So look at how wonderful that is. Even cauliflower, I'll do my riced cauliflower in here. You know how expensive
and you know what else?
Rice flour.
Well, rice flour. I use rice flour when I make my eggplant parm.
Ooh, that
it actually,
good.
well, it's a little bit nicer. The coating isn't so heavy then. But I make my rice flour right here, because I don't really need to buy, you know, big old bag of rice flour. It's not like I'm using that every day. So just do it right in here. There's so many different ways you use this. You will use it though, and you will use it, and this is it. It will replace so many different appliances. Get rid of all the other things that are not working for you, and do this on 5 flex payments and get it home. Again, if you want it in that cinnamon now, very limited, 900 left now in the cinnamon, and a few more than that in that black. But just, you know, Ninja Foodie has become Really, truly one of our best-selling lines for years now because they are so innovative. They bring you the power. And frankly, today they are bringing us the value. Wait till you see the indoor grill air fryer I have coming up next. I am so excited about that darn thing.
Oh, me too. I love it.
Oh my God.
Especially in the summertime, you know, it's been raining so much. We've had like 2 storms a day where I live. So now you can bring the grill indoors, you know, and not have your summer barbecue ruined.
It's either storming or it's too hot or it's too muggy.
Exactly.
You know, it's one of the 3.
Exactly. And we did these burgers on the grill too. So this wonderful burger mix that I showed you with the jalapeno and the cheddar, we actually grilled those on the Ninja grill.
Did you? I'm hoping you had some fresh grill over there.
We do, we do.
All right.
But look at all the things we did today. So we did a little roasted red pepper pesto. We did our mixed drinks and smoothies, and we chopped carrots and onions and did some salsa to go with our barbecue too.
All right, stay in the ordering process for it. Again, if you want that cinnamon, selling the fastest and the most limited at this point. We also have it in the black. You get the storage top, and you get 5 flex payments all day today. So really nice value on that one. One of the other things that we are doing some special pricing on is some of our origami. Our storage is actually on sale.